Well, welcome everybody, it's me, GSDBoxer, and today I'm playing Queen of Moths. I found this game on itch. It's a short horror game, shouldn't take too long to play. In this game, it's a winter night. We're trying to come home by train, and we have to change trains at a small train station in the middle of the forest. It's not the first time we've traveled this route, but now we feel like something is different, as if something's watching us. If you want to check this out for yourself, I'll have a link in the description below. The train stops at the station where you are to transfer. It's a dark, cold night. Unfortunately, you only have to wait a few minutes for the next train. Let's see here. I guess here's... You grab the handle. You won't be able to get inside. The door's locked. Grab the handle. Okay. How about smoke a cigarette, don't smoke a cigarette? I'm not a smoker. You pull out a pack of cigarettes, but remember you are not supposed to smoke. You put it back in your pocket. Everything is dark, so you stare at the only source of light, an old orange lamp. There's something oddly hypnotic about it. Inspect the lamp. Suddenly you see movement next to it. Ugh! The great moth bounces against the lamp in its mad dance. Is this us? This is us. Despite what you thought, someone besides you is also waiting at the station. I will not approach. You see the man walk away into the darkness surrounding the station after a while. You're standing at the station. Oddly enough, you start to feel the warmth on your face. It's like the bright summer sun is shining. Reminds you of a holiday. Past trips. Wonderful, warm days without worries. It's summer. The sun is shining bright. People are walking around the station waiting for their trains. In the distance, you see your mother calling you with a smile on her face. Oh! Well... The forest surrounding the station smells like holidays and freedom. You watch the train go by. You wonder where they're going. You're walking towards your mother. It's time to get on the train. What a colorful bird. Get on the train. What are these people talking about? We should get on the train, but I like the colorful bird. For a moment, you watch a small bird hopping around for food in the grass. Your mother's voice snaps you out of your thoughts. What a nice lady! Little dog. You approach a little dog who is very happy to see you. It jumps, wagging its tail vigorously. You laugh and stroke his head. However, you don't hear your mother's voice this time. It's this silence that draws your attention. As you get closer, you see that something's wrong. Your mom isn't getting on the train. She stares at you. Her eyes turn red. The glow of fire oozes from them. You feel the fire is hungry. Yeesh! The whole world around you fades. Darkness and cold devour the summer day. You're not a kid anymore. You understand that. It's just you and those burning eyes and the skull of some creature. A wall of inhuman fear grows between you. Hunger. 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 You don't hear anything, but you know what the creature's thinking. You know what this being feels. Uncontrollable, overwhelming hunger. It all comes down to just those burning eyes and the feeling of hunger. You feel as if you're surrounded by black wings that separate you from the rest of the world. It engulfs you as if you were the property of this inhuman being. you open your eyes, clenched in horror, you see that you're standing at the station. Again, same place, the same night, same winter. Okay, so that was us. Can we... Okay, I'm just checking. You see footprints in the snow. Something bad is going on here. Something very bad. You don't want to be alone. You don't know why, but you follow a strange man. You don't know why, but you follow a strange man straight into the forest. Complete darkness surrounds you strangely, quickly. Suddenly you realize you don't know where you are. I'll press straight on. You notice something dispelling the darkness. Streaks of blue, slightly glowing fog flow around you. After a while, the fog illuminates the dark forest around you with a ghostly glow. Ooh. What's on the left? Oh! We're traversing! If we go back right, does it take me back to where I was? Uh-oh. Head towards that light. You notice a strange movement among the trees. Before you make a conscious decision, you move in that direction. You see dark silhouettes wandering slowly through the trees. You do see smaller and larger figures. Maybe adults and children? Do we approach or do we not approach? Hide behind the tree. You sneak around carefully so that they don't notice you. It's not difficult. Figures seem to ignore their surroundings. It's as if they were waiting for something. You finally see a glow appearing between the trees. The figures must have been waiting for this because they all raise their heads in that direction. Do we approach the person or do we look? We look. Top one. Oh! The forest is flooded with more and more light. The figures move towards the light, mindlessly, like moths. You see more details now. The figures are weird. They seem to have inhuman, wrong proportions. Their bodies are wrapped in tatters of rags that flutter with every move. There's stains of darkness in the forest. It's only now that you notice that you're unconsciously starting to walk toward the light yourself. No! Terrified, you find the strength within yourself to break the bizarre charm of the light. You turn and run into the darkness that now feels like salvation. You're walking through the dark. You feel like you're not in charge of your own steps. Turns out that you arrive at the same place again. To that weird, nightmarish train station. Whew! It's pink in there, though. It wasn't like that before. You grab the handle. This time the door is open. You enter its dark interior. At first, you see nothing. But then you start to see some outlines. Huh? This is the station, sorry. Why is it so decrepit? The chairs in the waiting room are covered with something like cobwebs. But this one here is much thicker and kind of moist. Its appearance reminds you of sinews and meat. The floor is covered with thick layers of dark, sticky dirt. You have no idea what it could be. Maybe you'd rather not know. As you cross the narrow entrance into the station, you almost lose your footing. First, there's the smell. A fetid, almost incapacitating wave of rot and corruption. And then you see it. Oh! Your mind can't take it. You see dozens, maybe hundreds of bodies tangled in incomprehensible anatomical chaos. You don't know where one man begins and the next ends. It's like one and at the same time, you feel that there are many different people here. Oh my goodness. Well, look at the leg, I guess. Everything reminds you of the inside of some nightmarish body. Even what you thought was part of the architecture seems to be something alive. When you look closer, you see not only fragments of human bodies, but also something that is not human. A sticky, damp, yellowish mist hangs in the thick air. You can't look away. You see more and more details. Strange, disturbing, terrifying details. In the chaos of tangled bodies, you also see something else. The body of something that is not human. Everything moves gently and slowly, to the rhythm of the slow beating of barely living hearts, to the rhythm of wheezing hoarse breaths. You get the impression that the bodies somehow notice your presence. They feel your gaze. They're moving, faster and faster. They crawl in a web of sinews that wrap around them. Intertwined bodies rise above the floor. A creature, dripping with something you can't name, emerges from between the bodies. It knows about your presence. You stand there, paralyzed with horror as it turns its face towards you. You want to scream, but you can't. You want to run, but you can't move. The creature stares at you with a penetrating gaze. You feel that look devouring up your soul, devouring up who and what you are. You already know it's too late. That thing becomes your ruler, the ruler of your body. You are a servant. You are the victim. You wake up suddenly, drenched in sweat. Other train passengers look at you with embarrassment. Were you screaming or talking in your sleep? You look around panicked, but slowly reality wins out. You begin to understand that what you saw and experienced was just a nightmare. Incredibly realistic and clear, but only a dream. You calm your breath and adjust yourself in your place. It's just a dream, nothing more. There's nothing to be afraid of. That strange feeling of some inhumane presence at the edge of your consciousness is surely just a remnant of that dream. Like that irritating feeling of someone whispering in your ear, but so softly that you can't understand anything. Everything will pass when you wake up completely. Everything is fine. That's right. The end. Or just the beginning. Wow! Such great storytelling. I do know that there are multiple endings and multiple paths. This game seems short, but it looks like there could be a few other things that could be done. You know what? I want to see if I can get a couple of these. Let's try it out. Despite what you thought, someone besides you is also waiting at this station. Approach him. You're approaching a man. He looks up at you. There's something disturbing about his face. Huh? Oh, are you waiting too? Yes, that's right. Yes, everyone's waiting. They wait and wait. What do you mean? Nothing. I'm waiting. Not quite knowing what to answer, you look around anxiously. When you want to look at the strange man again, he's no longer here. Disappeared. It's impossible for him to leave without you noticing. And yet, you're alone again. A very strange thing. Very disturbing. Let's pick get on the train. You and your mother get on the train. You take your seats and then move on. You get sleepy fast. Slowly the train and the world outside gets darker and darker. You're getting colder. You notice that you're alone on the train. You slip into unconsciousness, a split second before horror floods your mind. Let us follow these footprints. And I want to see what happens if we approach the people. Complete darkness surrounds you. Suddenly you realize, blah, blah. Feel panic rising. You wander in the dark, not knowing where to go. There's something dispelling the darkness. Streaks of blue. The arrows are randomized, so I picked a different one. Let's go straight on through. This is different. Another one. This is the same. Oh wait, no, this is the beginning. So we wander. What happens if we do this one? Oh. These are different paths. I just got lucky before. I'm just trying to see if I can take a different path. All the same. Wow. Nope. Did the wrong one. Huh. Let's go this way. Go back. I think it was here. You notice a strange movement among the trees. Before you make a conscious decision, you move in that direction. Dark silhouettes wandering through. Approach them. You've had enough of it all. Maybe they can explain something to you. You come out of the trees and approach a group of figures. Hi! Hello! You're approaching, calling out. The figures seem to notice your presence. A few of them stop, listening, and sniffing strangely. You come closer and they turn around. Ugh. They have no face! They're all like patches of blackness in the darkness of the forest. Instead of faces, they have gaping holes filled with a cold, dead glow. They're slowly approaching you. You want to run, but you trip and fall to the ground. You see them getting closer. With every step they take, your own thoughts fade away. Your mind is filled with screaming, horrible, terrifying, inhuman screaming. The screams of dozens, hundreds of throats ripped with unimaginable suffering. You know you can't hear this cacophony anywhere but your head. As if this sick concert was just for you. It intensifies every moment the wraiths come close to you. When they're at your fingertips, you're flooded with such a wave of ghastly screams that you lose sight of the whole world. You fall unconscious. You wake up in complete darkness. Huh? You're walking through the dark. You feel like you're not in charge of your own footsteps. To that weird night. Okay, so this brings us back here. Wow, there's like so many different ways of doing this. Okay, we're going to go and see if we can talk, not talk, but go towards the light. What am I doing here? Did I make a mistake? I keep forgetting where to go. Huh? What you see in front of you is not just a tree. You see a face and hands, an almost human form. It does not move. Perhaps it is a sculpture? Approach. You cautiously approach this strange object. You reach out to touch this sculpted face. You feel a strange sticky warmth emanating from it. The warmth you associate with rotting. When you touch the surface of this face with your fingertip, the ghastly yet living eyes open. You want to run, but your body refuses to obey you. You can't even blink. The whole world collapses to the fire of putrefaction, burning in those inhuman eyes. You fight for every breath as your mind sinks into salutary insanity. Suddenly a thought pops into your head that doesn't belong to you. Do not run away. There's no hope. Hunger, just hunger. Fight. I'm a fighter! You're struggling with all your might. You feel your strength leaving you. You're barely breathing anymore. Oh my god! The skin becomes harder and rougher. Bones crack, lengthen, and split apart, tearing flesh. You want to scream, but you can't. You're unable to move. The bones ripped out of the body stick into the ground and grow deeper and deeper into it. You won't run away from here anymore. You become part of this nightmarish forest. You are the forest. You drink your own blood from the frozen soil through the roots. You stop seeing yourself. You are the roots. You are the branches. You are the juices that flow lazily through the boughs of your body. You are the forest. Alright, we either, this is run, this is approach, or we go towards the light. You don't have the strength to stop yourself. You join the ghostly procession, surrounded by shadowy figures. You head towards a mysterious, cold light. Can't stop myself. The end. Think that's all the endings, but who knows? I didn't even realize there was multiple paths in the forest that would take us to a different ending with the tree. But I highly recommend trying this out for yourself. There are many choices that I didn't take, and there could possibly be an additional ending or two still to be found. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you all next time in the next game.